Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. This week is going by so crazy fast that I'm like trying to remember what day it is. Well, welcome to Condition by Kia. Hope you're having an awesome day so far as well. Or awesome early morning, I should say. Today feels like a very early morning for sure. Back to that early morning bounce. And then just a few regular squats to get your body ready and going. Legs are nice and ready. I think I'm going to start with my 15s today. Perhaps I'll warm up to my 20s, but still feels pretty early. So today is going to be my leg and abs day. So I'm going to be doing first one, squats with my dumbbells. And I'm going to do 10 with my dumbbells up on my shoulders, and then 10 with the dumbbells down on the floor, reaching down low. Nine right there. 10, setting those down low, and hopping the dumbbell before I come back up. Whew, it's a nice little wake up for the legs right there. Get this one out of the way. Alright, I'm going to do a dumbbell, holding the dumbbell, back lunge, knee up. So if you're joining me, working out with me, if you're holding the dumbbell on the right arm, right leg is the one that's moving. It's going to be back lunge to knee up. Right there, and then 10 for the other side. Right there. And now for the abs portion. So for the abs part, it's going to be a bit on the floor here, using my dumbbells as markers. And this is going to be what I like to call crunchy frog up and over. I know there's a different name for it, but that's what I like to call it. So I usually like to put my hands facing forward, toes or fingers pointing towards the toes. Nice deep breath. Extend out like an accordion. Up, over the dumbbells, up and over. 1, 2, 10 right there. Going back to those squats. Starting with the dumbbells up on my shoulders. Knees unlocked and ready. There. Now I'm going to do a reach down. To there. Next is the back lunge knee up. Setting my dumbbell over to the side here. Nice deep breath. Back lunge. Knee it up. Right there. Starting to feel the fire just a tad bit there. Now 10 for the other side. Eight there. 10 there. I'm going to set these dumbbells over here for my abs. Doing my crunchy frog up and overs. I did 10 for the other one. Now every time I go out and back in, I'm counting that as 1. One nice deep breath. There. Such a simple one, but it gives you such a lovely burn on the abs. Got the squats one more time. And ready? Here I go. That was 10. Now it's the reach downs. right there. One more of those back lunge knee-ups. So nice deep breath here. Getting ready. Right arm holds the dumbbell, right leg does the moving. And 10 right there. 10 for the other side. One nice deep breath. And 10 right there. Put my dumbbells back as a marker. Got one more of those crunchy frog up and overs. After a nice breath. Okay. Now it's on to single leg wall deadlifts. These are becoming one of my favorite leg exercises, really. You can do these with a kettlebell, dumbbell. You could even do these with a band, like a mini band. You just put it under the foot that's on the ground. But I'm using a dumbbell today. So pretty much my go-to is I give myself like a basic lean on the wall, and then I take one step away. And that's usually the foot space that I need. The other foot goes against the wall. And then down and up, like a deadlift. There, and to make sure my feet are even, just lining up my feet here. Five so far. Right there. Gonna go for some wide squats with both dumbbells. You can do these with a kettlebell. You can do these with even a band, just stepping on the band. But I'm gonna use my dumbbells. Pretty much I'm gonna hold my dumbbells in a V, kind of matching the shape of my feet right now. Knees are unlocked and ready. Hips are hinged and ready. Down, squeezing the inner thighs and glutes. Squeeze the glutes on the up. Down, inner thighs. Squeezing the glutes on the up. Going as deep as my knees are comfortable with. I love this one for the fact that I'll get inner thighs and your glutes pretty well. Got 10 so far. I'm going to go for a few more. 17 there. I'm going to drop my dumbbells just right there. Now I have another ab exercise down on the floor here. So the other one I did was a crunchy frog up and over. These are just going to be regular crunchy frogs. And like I said, they probably have a different name. It's just what I like to call them. So if you see them and they're called by something else, they're probably not wrong. It's just I like my nickname of it. Knees come up to the chest, or chest height I should say. 1, 2. That was 10 with arms, 10 without. Whew. Back to the wall with those single leg deadlifts. Going with that lean first, hopping off the wall, and then one little step forward, and that's my marker. 10 for each leg. And 10 right there. Now to the other side. Right there. Wide squats coming up. A nice deep breath first. Bring in the dumbbells into a V shape, matching the shape of my feet. And ready? Take it down. My 8 so far. 10. One more. 15 there. I'm going to do my crunchy frogs again. 10 with hands, 10 without. Nice deep breath. For those of you following along, or watching and following along later, it's always good to catch your breath. And take it in. 1, 2, 3. Now 10 without hands. I'm so happy I can do those now. It was maybe 6 to 8 months after I had my kid, second kid, that I was actually able to start doing any core exercises. And that was scary at first. I definitely understand all the moms out there who find ab work kind of scary. And it's not so much the fear of you can't do it. It's the fear of potential stitching tearing and the fear of pulling on the muscles that they cramp, and then you're afraid of what that cramp might feel like in a similar way to like the pain you felt when they're in your recovery. So it's not very fun, but it's been a bit of time. I can do abs pretty well now, and I'm happy about that. So thankful. Still not my favorite. Maybe that's partly why. But I'll still do abs. And 10 for the other leg. Six so far. 7. 10 right there. Ooh, sorry. Now it's the wide squats. Last of these ones. Bringing the feet out nice and wide. Putting the dumbbells in like a V shape. Knees are unlocked and ready. Hips are ready. About 11, 12, 14, and 15 there. All right, one more of my crunchy frogs. Ten with hands, 10 without hands. Right there. And 10 right there. All right, next, let me use my yoga block. If you're joining in and following me, either now or later, and you don't have a yoga block, you can use like a little step stool. Like, you know, those little kid ones that you have for the sink or whatever. That works perfectly fine too. Anything of that height. I've even knocked down a dumbbell or a kettlebell onto its side and used the kettlebell just for that extra little height. But pretty much, your back foot is on the yoga block or higher surface, and the front leg, you should be able to have it just in front of the hip line. And then from here, left arm has the dumbbell if the right arm is in front of you, so opposite. And then from here, you're going to get the dumbbell either mid-calf or as low as you can go comfortably, as long as you're not overextending on that back. Just depends on the height of your own body. As long as your back is flat, that's when you come right back up. So far. And 10. I've been calling these Bulgarian deadlifts because it kind of looks like the Bulgarian lunges or Bulgarian squats, however you want to call them. I I've heard in many different ways, but this one, similar, except for the fact that you're doing a deadlift action. Remember, just to where your back is flat, and then come back up. Nine right there. And 10. Set my dumbbell down. I've got some lean backs next. I'm gonna move this one out of the way. A little grid is coming apart here, but that's okay. All right, so lean backs, pretty much. Arms are gonna be crisscross against the chest. And all you're gonna do, you're gonna lean it back and bring it back up. I'm gonna do 10 to 15. Trying to keep the feet on the floor. Just feel your core and your legs. $14, $15 there. Now I'm going to jump right back into those Bulgarian deadlifts after I fix this little thing real quick. I found this one, this little grid piece. I actually found it at Home Depot of all places. That's good and bad. I think it just slides a bit too much sometimes. But all in all, it's a nice little mat. And I can kind of adjust it however I need to when I need to. Alright. Leg is just in front of that hip line. Dumbbells on the opposite hand. Going into where my back is flat and back up. I'm at 8 so far. And 10. Switching legs. And just to where my back is flat. And bringing that right back up. At 5 so far. Nine. And 10 right there. Setting that to the side. I got the lean backs coming up. So from here, I did 15 the first round. See how I do now. Leaning back and bringing that up. Keeping the feet on the floor. Holding that core, holding the quad. $10 so far right here. $13, $14, and $15. Back to those Bulgarian deadlifts. Got my dumbbell and yoga block on the ready. Making sure I got my space here. I'm gonna stop I'm going to start with the opposite side this time. So left leg front, right leg. Left leg front, right arm with the dumbbell. Going into where my back is flat and bringing that right back up. Six right there so far. And 10. Swapping sides. Key point on these ones is you want to make sure that you let your back go to a flat position and avoid any arching around the neck, around the upper or lower back. You want to make it flat as you can. Use those hamstrings to pull back up. Three more. And 10 right there. I got lean backs. And after my lean backs here, I'm going to do a fun challenge for myself. And for anybody who's joining me as well. Lean backs, here we go. Five more to go. Keeping those feet on the ground. Right there. All right. This last little bit is like my little mini burnout challenge here. So I'm gonna get my little timer set. Maybe not with this one. I forgot to charge that. Let's see, I can use this. There we go. So for my burnout here, I'm going to be doing 100 jump back burpees. I'm not including push-ups in this one because I want the focus to be abs and legs, not so much on the chest and upper body. So just straight up jump backs and then back up. It's going to be a bit on the cardio side of the burnout. So I'm going to do as many as I can, and then I'm going to give myself a 30-second breather only. After 30 seconds, I'm going to jump right back in it and keep going until I reach 100. So, join me if you're up for it. And ready, set, frog, jump. 1, 15 there. Taking my first 30-minute second breather. Whew. I might just fall in here just a bit. I'm about to go again in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's get it done. 10 there. 25. So you know my legs are already a little burned up from my workout. Nearly at that 30-second mark. Aiming for 100 here. Yeah, 5 seconds. 3. Let's do it. Right there. I'm at 35. I'm gonna aim for 15 on this next one. Pick up my pace a little. Yeah, 15 seconds here to catch my breath. I'm at 35 so far. 3, 2, 1, and let's get it done. So far. This is pretty good cardio. And just burn on the legs. Definitely burn on the abs. Which is good. That is the focus. Ready for it? Woo. Here we go. I'm at 60. I'm gonna aim for 15 for the next one. I would imagine my heart rate's at a pretty decent number right now. 10 seconds. Aiming for 15 again. 60 so far. Ready? And let's do it. $75 so far. Almost at my goal of 100. Watching my counter here. About 10 seconds until I jump right back in it. 5, 4. Whew. Aiming for 10 this time. Ready? And go. Oh man, this is a good burnout so far. I only have 15 left of these. Let's see if I can push all 15 out. Give myself 45 seconds on this one, because I'm going to try to do 15. And ready, set, let's go. Three more. And that is 100. About 10 minutes there. Now to cool off. Whew. If you joined me and you made it through all 100, awesome job. Grabbing onto a wall here. Other side. That was a good one for a burnout. A nice cardio burnout. Alright, I'm going to use my yoga block for this. You don't necessarily need a yoga block. You can use a dumbbell, kettlebell. I'm going to go into split stance, toes facing in the same direction. And I'm going to give that a quick stretch. Keeping that tall for 2 deep breaths. Knock the block over to the side. Take it down flat. Swapping sides. Starting tall. Knocking that yoga block down one. Knocking it down once again. Swapping feet. And this time I'm going to drop that back leg. And using my yoga block, you can use the floor too. You're just going to lean forward, stretch the quad, stretch the hips. And then extend that back and stretch the hamstring there. If anybody was following along today and had fun with this workout, feel free to check out my Instagram at Conditioned by Kia. Comment on any post. Let me know that you followed me and had fun. I'll give you a nice follow back on Instagram. Moving forward, that leg. And also, if you ever wanted to check out my book that I made about vegetables, about how veggies can help you to lose weight, I myself have lost 25 pounds using all the concepts that I wrote in the book. So if you want to check that out, it's on my website. As well as if you were interested in any custom fitness plans, I do that as well. I think my favorite program that I've made is Lift and Revive. I made it designed for beginners and postpartum moms. That one I had fun designing and making. I used all the moves that were helpful for me in my first year after having babies, and I put them all together into a 3-month program for weight loss. But if you ever want to check that out, it's on my website. Oh boy. Well, thank you so much for joining. I have sweat in my eyes, so I will clean my face. But have an awesome day, everybody.